Is the Korg NTS-1 worth it, just as a standalone digital synthesizer? Let's find out. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Let's get started. Actually, really quick before we get started, I was looking at my YouTube analytics the other day, and YouTube says that something like 68% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel yet. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, now would be a great time to do so, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you. So this is the Korg NTS-1. When you get it in the mail, it comes in like 4 or 5 different pieces, and using a Phillips head screwdriver, you simply assemble it. It takes like 5 minutes, and it's super easy. And then you have this awesome little box. Now, I gave this my Gear of the Year award for last year, for 2020, and I still stand by that. I think it was the best piece of gear that came out last year. It is an incredible deal. It's $100 US, and you get a digital monophonic synthesizer with the ability to change oscillator types. You get several different filters to run that oscillator through, as well as an envelope generator. Then you move down here and you have the effects section with different modulation, delay, and reverb effects. It also has a little built-in arpeggiator and this little keyboard that's really hard to play with your finger, so I use a stylus. It's also got MIDI in on the back, so you can play it with a keyboard. It's got sync in and sync out jacks for things like the Volcas and the pocket operators and whatnot. And it also has an audio in jack, which allows you to run external audio in through the modulation, delay, and reverb effects. It's very cool. Now, if that doesn't sound good enough, there's more. It's also got the ability for users to create their own oscillator types, as well as their own modulation, delay, and reverb effects, post those online, and then you can download them and actually use them on your unit. So the expandability is endless. Now, that's not the first time I've given that description here on the channel. That's because I've made so many videos about this guy, and usually I'm ranting and raving about how good it is as an effects box, which it is. It's an amazing effects box. However, today I want to look at a different scenario. What if you pick up the NTS-1 and that's all you have? Just an NTS-1. Let's say you don't even have an internet connection, so you can't even upload a new oscillator type or new effects. Is the NTS-1 still worth it as a monophonic digital synthesizer with its out-of-the-box content? So I figured the best way to do that would be with a little jam. So I do have my stylus. I guess that doesn't come with the box. This is from a Nintendo 3DS, but any old plastic stylus should work. I figured we'd have a little jam here, see what we can come up with. So I'm actually going to start by going to the reverbs and delays. And I'm going to give us, I think, just some hall reverb here. Now knob B is our depth, and knob A is our timing. I'm going to smooth this out a little bit by going to the envelope generator and messing with the release knob here. There we go. I kind of want the tail of the sound to fade into the reverb. Yeah, awesome. Let's go ahead and get a delay going here. I'm just going to use mono. Once again, we've got our depth knob here and our timing knob right here. Cool, so now we've got some basic effects, and switching between them is as easy as just pressing the buttons for any of the categories, actually. So during the course of this jam, you will see me come back to the delay and reverb and probably the modulation section quite a bit. So let's go to the filter section now. We've just got a standard low-pass filter here. Gonna bring up the resonance with knob B. Cutoff is knob A. Now, already I think that sounds pretty good for a $100 synthesizer. I think you're going to be pretty hard-pressed to find something hardware-based that sounds this good, just right there. yeah, awesome. Sorry if you guys can hear it, there's a very loud vehicle outside. Anyway, let's go to the oscillator section here. Very clearly we are dealing with a saw wave. Knob A is going to mess with the shape, which really gives it some meat. Knob B is going to bring in almost that sub feel there. Yeah. Let's go back to our reverb. Actually, let's go to our envelope generator and bring up the attack. And there are more envelope types and filter types, but I'm just using the basic ones just to kind of give you guys an idea of what this thing is capable of. Already we are sounding pretty darn good. Let's go down and change our reverb type. How about space? Yeah, that's beautiful. So back to the oscillator section. Let's go ahead and change our wave type to triangle. Yeah, that's some really nice stuff in there. We can go to a square wave as well. Now obviously I'm just scratching the surface here, but I just wanted to put a video out there that focused on kind of surface level controls and functions if you ignore all of the, the extra stuff. So the effects processing, the user effects and whatnot. We can get our arpeggiator going though. Let's do that. As you can tell there's many different types of play modes for the arpeggiator, including up, down, up through down, down through up, continuous, random, all kinds of stuff there. And you can also pick your scale. So octave, major, suspended, augmented, minor, and diminished. Very, very cool stuff there, as well as control the tempo as I did. And I mentioned sync out and in on the back. So yes, you can sync the arpeggiator up with other gear. However, of course, that is not relevant to our topic today. One thing I did forget to mention is that the oscillator section does give you like very basic LFO control. So I'm going to go in and take our reverb and delay off. Show you how that works. So in the oscillator section here, we can hold a note, hold oscillator. Now knob B is our destination and depth. So pitch depth is to the left, sweep depth is to the right, and then knob A is the rate or frequency. Almost into some FM territory there. Yeah, good stuff. All right, now I'm going to experiment a little bit. Let's go get like plate reverb and some delay. All right, let's hold down the oscillator button, hold the note down, turn knob B. That was pretty cool. Basically, I just set the LFO from hard controlling the cutoff to hard modulating the pitch. So yeah, very, very cool there. Okay, so I've got that reset. Let's go ahead and go to the modulation section because it has my favorite effect, which if you're a viewer of this channel, you'll know it's the flanger, which just sounds phenomenal. Little delay. Yeah. Back to our envelope, give us some release there. Yeah. It's so good. Let's get some space reverb. So yeah, I do have to say that if you are looking for a simple digital synthesizer, you are not going to find a better product to spend your money on than the Korg NTS-1. I'd honestly say that this would rival the Volca Keys in terms of usefulness and versatility. Obviously, the Volca Keys is a true analog synth that gives you 3 oscillators right out of the box, so if you need something polyphonic, it can do that for you. There are some custom oscillator types that people have developed for this thing that can be polyphonic, kind of in a sense that they can cheat out multiple notes. You can't play 2 at the same time, but you can kind of predefine your chords, sort of like the Electron Model Cycles does. But yeah, if you are just looking at this thing for the synthesizer portion, go ahead and get it. There is still tons of stuff that I skipped right over, and it's just a phenomenal piece of gear, and I think everyone should have one of these in their kit. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.